All right. Hello, everybody. Hello, public. Can you guys hear us? Namaskar. Welcome to the first Binge O'Clock stream of this year. So on that note, hello. We celebrated the first crossword stream 2 days ago, and now today is the first Binge O'Clock stream. So, yay.
Crushing it with the consistency. I can't believe it. Everyone's saying my voice is low.
No, there was a speaker issue. I fixed that. Now tell me, is it better?
We can hear but can't see who's saying this. No, I mean I can see you guys. I can see.
Okay, guys, give us. There's always like a 30-second delay.
It's saying my audio is low. I don't know why it's saying my audio is low. You have to up the desktop.
Much better. Done.
Much better. Okay, better.
Done.
Still low. Still better. Guys, turn the volume up at your end. ID guy. Hashtag. ID guy is Mephisto. Confirm.
And that is also the first confirmed. I want this. Everything should be like the first of 2022. I love this.
Everything. The first confirmed of 2022.
First confirmed of 2022. First louder of 2022. First IT of 2022.
All of it has happened.
But welcome to everybody. Sorry, there is going to be a bit of background noise. I apologize. There are children playing in my building.
I was just going to say, it sounds like they're like being tortured in your guest room.
Just don't go. Why are they so loud? Kids nowadays are too loud, man. Kids. My days, like during my generation, when I was a kid, yesterday, when I was a kid yesterday, we used to do like all like cool chill things, like sit quietly in the compound, pick up leaves, clean up, Swachh Bharat and all that. Kids nowadays are...
Yeah. Such good kids. We were such good kids. I too was I am Adarsh Balak. I literally am. And not even the ironic one. I'm the one that the OG posters were made of.
The one who's like, hey, are you sad? Tap, tap, tap. Ye le.
Yes,
chocolate.
That's chocolate, exactly. Chocolate.
We'll just say chocolate.
Reducing kids playing volume outside by remote. You literally did that.
Dude, wouldn't that be the coolest thing ever? Sometimes I really feel, and this is on a very
kids
genuine
with volume
note.
buttons.
Yeah, that if a baby had a volume button, oh my god, imagine on flight a baby with an airplane mode.
We have discovered the true purpose of CRISPR. We have finally come down to it.
Genetic sequencing just so that you can adjust the volume of, like you enter the flight and
you should be able to mute your child.
Exactly. एक airplane mode होना चाहिए बच्चे के लिए, तो the flight is happy for everyone, including yourself.
Oh man.
Including yourself. And it's not even like, I know that parents will be like, oh, how can you say that? My kid is crying because he can... shut up, just mute him.
Just really. Super chat. Rishabh, thank you.
Rishabh Roy Chaudhary, thank you for such awesome streams. Thought about that. Okay, so I'll tell you what, guys. We will discuss everything that we are watching right now. We will discuss, before we discuss, few quick announcements. Announcement number 1, as usual, if you're new to this, please, you know the drill. You have to press the like button.
We're 92. Come on, let's get to 100 within the next 10 seconds.
It's such a, we need more people watching this. I don't know why. We've been doing this now. This is the 14th episode. We are very consistent. In fact, that is what someone up top clearly had mentioned. Somebody, that is literally the name, somebody, and mentioned, can't believe Rohan Joshi is doing something so consistently. I mean, that is commendable, guys.
It's insane. Like, it's I can't believe I'm here. That's the thing.
Neither can I. Okay, honestly, neither can I. Like, when we started, it was like, dekh lenge, we'll see. Maybe bi-weekly, maybe once a month.
Once a month we might manage.
And we've actually committed to like a weekly thing. So, uske liye please, yaar, dabao tum log. Like dabao, yaar. Like dabao, smash it.
Hey, 121.
Fuck yeah, good.
Well done. Come on, 150 is the next goal.
So, I'll tell you what.
I realized that this asking for likes is the one you used to watch those tele-shopping contest ads and every 2 minutes they'd be like, number आपके स्क्रीन के नीचे है, याद दिलाए ये ऑफर सिर्फ 20 मिनट और सिर्फ 20 मिनट और के लिए आप इस ऑफर को यूज कर सकते हैं, तो इन नंबर पे डायल कीजिए अभी.
So someone had mentioned like early up top when I had started streaming is that is how you have to do it. Not only do you bhik maung, not only be like this naptol type essay, but then you also have to reveal surprises. Okay guys, 500 likes and I promise you we've got a guest coming. 500 likes, 500 daba do dosto.
I wish I had the confidence of the people who do that, man, because I'm just like, man, we're done, get to 500. Then I have to call the guest and be like, hey,
it's happened. It's happened.
There's
I was
no
doing
show.
one stream, who was I doing? I was doing a stream with, I think, we were doing it with, I think, the Tis gang, right? And we were like, come on, now we need to end it at 3,000 likes, okay? And we were at 2,800. And no one, it's not moving. It's just not moving. So we are like, so what's up, man? How's it going? Or kya? All good? When's your next podcast? When is the next
hilarious.
one?
That's hilarious. I don't appreciate Meghna's trolling. She's like my only consistent performances are on quizzing.
Meghna, don't be.
Meghna,
very disrespectful.
Meghna, that's not okay. Meghna, that's not true. That's really not true at all. I'm also very consistent at afternoon naps.
I mean, all of us are. After, I mean, that's their highlight. It's like, once you discover afternoon naps, you're like, what have I done?
What's wrong with people? Like, why did we just not do this always? Yeah.
Why have I done this?
Why did we just not do this always?
But that's the thing, guys. For afternoon naps, for us, for old people, for everything that we are doing, you guys have to spam the like. Share this link with all your friends. Tell them that, hey, Sahil and Rohan have managed to make it to 2022. Have managed to come online. Are managed to talk. Like, we are surviving. We are literally sitting at home, but literally doing our best to, come to you guys and tell you,
exactly.
Hey, we are alive.
Yes, and we have watched things.
That's what we are going to discuss. By the way, we're going to discuss a lot of things that we are watching right now at the moment. I think the first thing that we should talk about, obviously, it's the most relevant. It's the one thing that everyone I know is currently watching. And as someone very clearly said, Pranav Evi, Shark Tank India.
It's best. That's it. That's my review. It's best.
I would just like to say, okay, as someone who is an ardent fan of Shark Tank, and I've seen all seasons starting from season 1, when I saw India, I wanted to give them benefit of the doubt because a lot of people were shitting on them. Oh, such horrible people, so mean, so rude. And I get it. I can understand where the judges also are coming from because you have 10 years of legacy to follow.
Yeah.
Right? If you watch Shark Tank, you see Kevin O'Leary, you want to watch him look at an startup and be like, you're a cockroach, get out of here, scurry out of here.
Also, very different, mature capitalistic system and setup versus our cultural context is very different. You can't just get people in and be like, you can't basically be like, Had Garib.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's horrible, right? Yeah. Like, you can't do that. And I'll give the Sharks credit on this. They're actually way nicer than the American Sharks. Like, and I like little things. I really like little things about the format. Like, in the sense, look, it's not perfect, all right? Like, for example, first of all, can we just have 30 seconds of silence? Can I just say, savor the pause for Anvijay? All right? Who is just, what? It's like Ice Age, alright, where Ranvijay is Scrat. He's just on his own story in that show, right? Like, he never interacts with the rest of the world. He never interacts. And I love Ranvijay. I'm taking this, but it's just on this show, it's just, he's like Scrat. Like, he's in his own, this little branded silo.
Oh,
he never interacts with, like, the Sharks.
If only,
it
makes sense.
Everything happened in the main room and then just sort of cut to him.
Oh, God.
I feel bad for him because it's a tough job, right? Where basically, I don't understand Anvijay's job on this show, right? He'll be like, अच्छा, तो आपने अभी मतलब अपने pitch में आपने bidding war start किया और आपने 1 करोड़ रुपए में अपनी कंपनी का 10% 5 sharks से मतलब ऑफर मिला आपको, सबने 2% लिया और मतलब that's amazing. So I want to give you this
marketing course from Upgrade.
Online course, which now that you've got Anupam and Ashneer and all these people, this shit right here, fuck your life up, bro. Like, this shit.
I laughed so much when I saw the first episode because you're watching, you're like, okay, cool, Ranvijay is a host, okay, cool, I get it, I mean, sure, you need a host. And then when he gave the Upgrade, and no disrespect to Upgrade, it's just random.
This is देर आए और दुरुस्त भी नहीं आए, like, in a sense. I don't know what else to say. Like, it's just this would have been great for this guy, like 2 years ago or whatever. But now, मतलब रखो तुम लोग, like, that's all. I'm just saying, like,
It's a very fascinating thing. It's a very, very fascinating thing. Just I'm going to quickly address two things before we continue. Mayank Mittal, thank you for the super chat. He said Aish Madi, thank you. Arya Shah, love your pop culture discussions, thank you. And Anmol, yes, of course I have seen. There were two people who I am going to name Mafatlal of the month. Anmol, obviously, and so you know what? Just let's do it. Anmol was the first person who listed down all our shows and everything. So Anmol,
Yes.
congratulations, you are Mafatlal of the month. But
Confirmed.
But there was one more person who was amazing also, the Daily Chai Latte. If you're watching this, oh my
Yes.
god. She not only listed down everything, but in the bracket she wrote R/SR, S for who gave the recommendation.
Are you serious?
Daily Chai Latte and Anmol Madan, congratulations. You guys are the Mafatlals of the month. Yeah!
Full on.
You guys are the
Full
moms.
on. Like,
And
wow.
as moms,
Like,
y'all will get...
congratulations on somehow being more dedicated than us on our show.
Yeah, y'all will get some amazing special
Congratulations.
privileges. So why don't you, after the stream is done, just drop in a message on Instagram or Discord and I will give you some special privileges. What are they? Ooh, surprise, surprise, surprise. Okay, now continue. Back to Shark Tank India. Okay, so
Yes.
Meghna's obviously in the chat. I made Meghna watch Shark Tank India also and I'm like,
Huh.
sit and watch this. Why? Because I'll tell you what. When Shark Tank India first came, everyone saw I was very excited. I saw the promos and everyone was shitting on the judges on Twitter. Everyone was shitting on them on social media and all. And I'm like, maybe I get it. You know, and I saw snippets of it and I'm like, And I saw the first episode. And it's very funny that the first pitch comes from a lady who calls herself Momo Mami. You know, and I was like, this is beautiful.
Beautiful. It was beautiful. It was immediately that's when I was sold on the show. Where I was like, this is it, right? Because so here's where I am on Shark Tank India, right? Like in the sense, we have now both worked in this field in
Yep.
this country.
Yep.
We know what it takes to get a show made
Yep.
in this country.
Yep.
We know now for a fact that there are certain concessions you have to make, which is that one, thoda zyada dramatic banana padega.
Of course.
Two, you're going to have to shoehorn in 60,000 title sponsors. Like that's going to have to happen. And now, because of this digital content age that we live in, you and I both know that when these sponsors come on board, they want deliverables, right? So that entire Savor the Pause lounge chat is something that obviously has been asked for. That entire upgrade thing is something that's been asked for. And fair enough. And I'm like, accepting all of those things for what they are, I actually really like the show. Like
Yep.
in the sense that the actual pitches, I think the judges are genuinely kind. Like in terms of what it is. I love the little concessions they've made sort of for the fact that this is a new audience. And whenever someone comes up with a complex term, there's that little turn to a separate camera where that person will then say, okay, this is what gross margin means. this is
Yeah,
what
there's that
Horeca
little
means.
graph in the
This is
corner. I like
all of
those
those
chotu
things where they
chotu
explain
things.
those things. I think those are great. Like I think those are some really, really nice things. I think definitely there's room to improve. Like the editing is like all over the place. Like it really is. You don't know sometimes where a montage starts, where a montage finishes, where it's all over the place.
No, also like the thing with like it's very garish. The set, it's very garish, you know. It's very like gold everywhere, very like bright in your face, and I'm like, just you could have gone a little more subtle. And also see if you look at it from the lens again, like it's very simple. Like something I was talking to, so I remember I shot a show with this guy called Sayandeep. Okay, Sayandeep Sengupta,
Okay.
really nice guy. He was Jim on the Indian version of The Office.
Right.
Okay, and I remember when I had first seen The Office, and I told him also, I'm like, dude, I was like, what is this? This is nonsense. Why would you? And I
Right.
committed. I saw the whole season. I laughed at some of the jokes. I really enjoyed the way they Indianized it. And then I realized that these shows are not being made for us, which is
No.
a very important thing to consider. They are being
course.
made for people who have never seen the original / American / the version in itself. It's a new market altogether. So if you remove that filter of preconceived
Yeah.
thoughts, ideas, and everything, and you see it as from a fresher perspective, as someone who's never seen it,
100%.
you'll be thoroughly impressed with. Not bad. I'm so glad there's a show like this in India.
100%. Exact. So this is like what you said there, right? Is super important, which is that these shows are not made for us. I want to define us in this scenario. I believe we belong to an entirely separate, this new sort of demographic that has emerged in the internet era. I think I'm going to call us SEC A+ hipster dipshits. All right? That's the full category, marketing category. They SEC A+ hipster dipshits, which is that there's a certain bunch of people that will have watched all of Shark Tank America, that will have watched all of Office America, etc., whatever. And it beyond a point doesn't matter what you do. we, out of a certain sense of snobbery, will be beholden to those guys.
Of
always.
course,
And
of
I
course.
think, in a way, one of the smartest things that a marketer can do in India and a creative person can do in India is, beyond the point if you're making the Indian version of a show, bypass the fuck out of us. Like, 2 thumbs up to you on bypassing that crowd and not worrying what the people who have seen all 13 seasons of Shark Tank America or whatever will say, because that's still a minuscule audience in comparison to the people who are going to watch this show on like a Sony TV and a Sony Liv in Hindi or whatever. So please go ahead, and because you know what, it can go badly. Like, simple example is MasterChef India. It's fucking awful, right? Like, it's a bad Indianization of the MasterChef format. Like, it just doesn't work. And this, it just does. Like, it
does.
just feels like it does.
And I enjoy, a majority of the beauty of Shark Tank is either the camaraderie between the judges or the pitches.
Yeah.
Over here, the pitches are taking place. Some of them are very I don't know how to be fun. Some are fun. But the judges have a nice vibe going between them. They are fun. They are silly. Absolutely. They are goofy. Some of them actually know their shit really well. While I do agree, some of them are trying to put on this, this air of cockiness / arrogance.
100%.
Fine.
But that's TV, right? That's TV. You need different personalities for TV. You're going to have some version of a Kevin O'Leary. You're going to have some version of a Cuban. You're going to have some version of a Herjavec, in the sense that, and what I like is that they do tough love, but they do it well. Like, in the sense that I think they fundamentally recognize that in terms of aspiration, we are at a very different place from the way sort of, say, America is in its sort of stage of capitalism and market and all of that. And I think that's the thing that the show is more or less respectful of, where it's like, look, I know you have come from a, say, tier 3 city, or you've come from a smaller town, etc., whatever. So for you to just have put all of this together and be here means the amount of odds that you have overcome to be here
are
fucking crazy, right? In terms of, especially when you sometimes factor in, like, especially when I see like older women entrepreneurs on the show, right? Like, the cultural hoops that they must have had to jump through to just get here. What I like is that it feels like the sharks are on some level aware, or have been made aware by the creative team to take that into account. I mean, like, they're just not, fuck you, this is stupid, koi nahi. Like, they're very like, look, here, we think it's great that you've made it this far, but here are things you potentially need to do before you can come here and get money, which is really nice.
I mean, it also, because most of the sharks would be from people, like, the thing with India's entire, all of them would be people from either small towns or big cities who have who know the struggles firsthand, like, again, and so, that was one of the major criticisms, is that they are very different from the US entrepreneurs, but that's a totally different culture as in itself,
Of course they're different from American entrepreneurs. Our entrepreneurship, or what we call entrepreneurship itself, has evolved very differently from how the concept of entrepreneurship evolved in America. It's culturally different, and that's going to happen. Like, I feel like that's a very important thing. That is, in fact, what I am excited about is, on the basis of the people, I think somebody in chat right now said that their parents in a tier 3 city are suddenly galvanized by the idea of being able to start their own business and take it, say this thing. So what I am excited about is, see, this is the first season. They must have had to go out and scout for some of these pitches.
Yeah.
Season 2 is going to be people who've watched this show and are going to now send in applications, which means we're going to, I hope this show gets season 2, because I think we're going to see some fucking bangers, like, in season 2.
I mean, right now itself, so I'll tell you something very, like, interesting. When Shark Tank, every time I see Shark Tank, I always think, do I have an idea? What? Do I have an idea? Do I have something that I can pitch, something that is worthwhile? I remember, I don't want to, I had an idea also, and I don't want to say it on the stream, because that's how I want to maintain my patent. Okay,
maintain
but
your idea.
I had done like a random. I remember Meghna had recorded some fake pitch of mine where I was like, sharks. So everyone has, and I'm that enamored by that show. I can imagine for like an Indian person to watch something like this and feel that, wait, you mean I can?
Of course.
Also, I feel it will eventually take a little time for the beauty of all these shows, especially Shark Tank USA, is that it's not only the investment, it's the exposure. I hate to use that word exposure, but in a show like this, the exposure is so important. Like, I literally Google Momo Mami, and I'm like, I want to say what momos these are.
Straight away.
I
Googled bummer immediately.
I mean, it's
and all of those things have been done.
Great products, dude. Great products. Like, especially which was the pea shoot, which was the pea parachute and all. And
there was that pea holding bag.
Dude. So Shark Tank India
it into a solid.
who's your favorite judge? And Leak, by the way, please fill in. We are reading your chats as well. We will discuss everything that y'all are also asking, Harry Potter and Cobra Kai as well. But tell me, who's your favorite judge in Shark Tank India? Rohan and...
So if I had to pick, I'm going to say I think Anupam really moderates the thing very well. Like in the sense he's great at sort of bringing it all back to sort of something. And also I feel like he makes a very good effort to make sure that no one leaves crushed. Like in the sense he'll always try to offer advice or he'll always try to offer something constructive. And I really like that about him. And what I like about Aman is that he puts people at ease. He's very goofy.
That's the board guy, right? Aman. I love Aman, dude. He's very chill.
Because he's very goofy. He's he's very chill. Like,
also, he's a young guy, right? So, like, he's got that entire young, like, chill vibe to him. I was watching something. I was laughing so much because they were doing this piece, right, about the sharks, background history. And he goes to social, I think, some Vasant Vihar social or something. And he goes, the moment he enters, he goes, oh, nostalgia. And I'm like, I love this line. Nostalgia.
Nostalgia. Yup, absolutely. It's fucking like he's a chill guy, and I also like Vinita Singh.
I love
Vinita Singh is great. She's very sweet. She's very earnest. She's very good at putting people at ease. So those are who are your three?
Same. For me, it is Aman and Vinita. Those are.
Did you watch Ashni throw that little child, that hissy fit or whatever you want
to call
it?
I have not reached that point.
Oh my god! Then what? You'll know also which episode it is. Like he just like to the point where the other sharks are also just like.
Yeah, I think a majority of the people who are sort of going at the judges are mainly going towards him because he's got a very like cockyish vibe when he's trying to do this thing, and also. I mean, take it. So that's the entire gist of the show. Shark Tank India genuinely is a fun show. If anyone wants to watch it, please watch it. It's on Sony Liv, an app that Rohan Joshi truly loves. I will take a second for Rohan to complete.
Dude, what the fuck is that? Like, okay, you know how they do that turn to camera and Shark Tank and they do that separate aside? I'm going to be like, yo, Sony Liv, what the fuck is how in 2021 are you, like... Are you running GeoCities? Like, what is happening? Like, is it? Have you used the app?
I have used the app.
It's like a BMM project, dude. It's fuck. Like and you know what's frustrating about it? Unlike so many of the other networks right now, where sometimes you know what you go like fuck Netflix, beautiful app, but sometimes I go to Netflix and I'm like, fuck Netflix को देखने के लिए नहीं है. Fuck Sony Liv, alright? Like Tubber, Scam. Shark मेरे को देखने का है but the app is like नहीं रे ऐसे कैसे मतलब पागल है क्या like how like I mean I know there's separate like the PS5 is sitting here, something that carries the same brand, alright, it's sitting here, I'm touching it right now, like I know it's not the same people, I know it's not the same, but you must have phones in your office and you must have numbers you can call. And you must have UI, UX people that you can talk to because it's like you're shooting yourself in the foot because I feel like editorially, Sony's actually made some of the most canny decisions, right?
Yeah.
Like between things like Scam, Tubber, now even this, but those are some great decisions. But like, what is this? Like really, there are like, man, like you can't like tell, you know what, Amazon UI also not great, this, that, whatever. But dude, like Sony, it's like, there are times we miss something, alright? We'll be watching and we'll miss something and like I shall be like rewind and then there'll be 2 minutes of we'll pause and we'll be like, are you sure? Because pushing rewind, anything can happen.
I know.
We might skip to the end of the episode and see a spoiler.
I have skipped 10 sec. I've tried skipping forward and gone to a new show. Not even. Exactly. It's a new show.
Anything can happen. It's like a misfiring portal gun. Like anything can happen. You could end up anywhere. You could end up back in Cronenberg verse. You could end up like anything could happen.
Like one moment you're in Shark Tank, next moment you're watching Saath Nibhana Satya, and you're like, what is happening over here?
How did this happen? How did this happen? But yeah.
So yeah, guys, do watch Shark Tank. That is our echo. It's a fun show. It's interesting. It's different. And again, go with it with a fully open mind, just like as if you've never seen what Shark Tank is. And you'll actually enjoy it. I am actually vouching for it. Like I am thoroughly like, even though Meghna was like, I don't want to watch more. I'm like, I'll definitely watch all the episodes.
No.
It's a fun show.
And the way I watched it also, like the way I can tell that a show for me is genuinely good. I'm not forcing myself to like it. I came to Shark Tank India late. I came when the first 10 episodes had already started.
Yeah.
And we started watching one episode and before we knew it, 5 khatam ho gaye.
Nice.
Like Right
Nice.
before we knew the khatam, and I'm like, hey, you know what? Fuck, this is great.
Nice.
It's also the perfect reality show format in the sense that every 10 minutes, unlike even an episode of MasterChef, right, which is a beautiful show, it's still the emotional arc is you're like good, tense, and at the end there's some catharsis. Shark Tank, the format works because every 7 minutes you're introduced to a new hope, then there is tension in the questions and there's conflict, and then there's catharsis, whether it's good catharsis or bad catharsis. Then 5 minutes later the board resets, and again there's a new hope, there's tension, and there's catharsis, and this happens 5 times in an episode, and it's unbeatable. It's unfucking beatable, like, as a format.
It's fun. Shark Tank is genuinely a great format, you know?
Yeah,
it's
that's
like
why
in
it's a
those
beautiful format.
In
Like, you
1
look at
hour,
reality
you're
show
seeing
format,
10
well
pitches,
done.
you're seeing conversations, you're seeing fights, you're seeing arguments. I see the way they argue sometimes, right? And I'm sitting,
Correct.
I'm like, ले लेना 1% है यार, 1% है क्या यार 1% के लिए झगड़ा कर रहा है, ले लेना. But you realize that the way their minds are working, and
also skin in the game, right?
Yeah.
Skin in the fucking, when you think about it, the average episode of Shark Tank, actually more money is spent than, like, in the sense, more money is taken home than on the average episode of KBC. If you think about it.
Yeah,
right?
of course.
In terms of investments made, there's more money that goes in, and it's real skin in the game. It's someone's money. It's not some mythical sponsor money.
And you know, because there's a
money.
check, like it's written in that is, I feel, the most awkwardest thing, where they write the check and hand it over. Like that was what I loved about KBC, was where he would hand a check and then the next round he would be like, yeah, well, fuck you, and then
Fuck you, here's my check.
ये ले तेरा check. Okay. So that is Shark Tank India. Now we are going to move on to the next show. The next show, unfortunately, and I hate to admit it, someone who is a hardcore Star Wars fan as me, I apologize, guys. I've genuinely not had the time. I was literally finishing off Cobra Kai literally 10 minutes before the stream started. But the next show I want to talk about is a show that Rohan has seen, and I will eventually watch and we will discuss.
Yes.
But we're going to be talking
split
about
responsibilities on this because I haven't watched Cobra Kai, so
Yeah.
I will do this. Book of Boba Fett.
Yes.
Very interesting. It's a little, it's a bit like they're trying to kind of recapture the magic of like sort of lighting in the bottle of Mandalorian, but also not, in the sense that it is a very different story. What's cool is it seems to be building up almost like a gangster origin story. Like, it's essentially that sort of story of guy who comes in to take over a town, like that. But what's interesting about the show is that it also sort of floats between 2 timelines. Without giving anything away, it goes between 2 timelines.
Okay.
And so far, because only 2 episodes have happened, the pacing is still a little all over the place.
There's not much to say when you have only 2 episodes out. So like,
also the pacing is a little off in the sense that it's a 36-minute first episode and then a 52-minute second episode, right? And it's a little right now feeling overstuffed. It just doesn't. What we have to figure out. This is one of those shows where the end will really matter, because, say, unlike The Mandalorian, where every episode is like this little boy's own adventure, here it clearly seems to be building towards a larger end game. So that is how, this is one of those where it's going to be like, okay, once all episodes are done, how is this show? But so far it's fun. Again, the visual language of the show is great. It's just refreshing to see. This is what I always wanted for the Star Wars universe, which is kind of like the MCU, right? Which is that instead of just trying to tell this hero's journey, Star Wars, Skywalker saga again and again and again, you have this sandpit. Make a Western in your world. Make a gangster film in your world. Make a heist film in your world. Make a this film in your world. And that's interesting about it. There's some very tantalizing setups. There are some very potentially cool characters that have been set up in there. Like, there was one thing I saw in today's episode. I'm not going to spoil it because it just came out today. That I went, oh man, what a nice take on this character or this species. Like, again, what a cool way like to bring this sort of character in. Like, I was just like, oh. And so, yeah, but it's one of those where...
do you foresee, I mean, considering the fact that Boba Fett actually was a merch opportunity that eventually turned into a character, do you foresee that this show will have more merch opportunities? Because they milked it with Baby Yoda, okay?
Of course they did.
I accepted. I also milked. I was like,
of
cool,
course.
take my money. I will
you got
gladly
me
giving it to
fucking addicted, dude. I have a Baby Yoda there right now in frame. I have a Baby Yoda here.
Yeah.
It's a problem. I have a third Baby Yoda in my bedroom. Okay, that sounds weird.
That sounds very wrong. Listen, we'll rewind back 10 seconds before you say that
10 seconds, yeah. I just want to be clear, this is not the lusting segment. I need to underline that this is separate from that. I need to be very clear.
Yeah, man. I mean, like, you're right, man. He's hot. I'm sure.
Like-
I'm sure. Like, when he'll go older, he'll definitely have like some sort of like abs or something.
Yeah,
But
definitely,
yeah,
definitely.
I was a proper. I know it sounds very shady, but I was a proper Baby Yoda dealer, dude. That when it came out,
full on.
I bought it and then I sent the link to everyone. Chahiye kya? Yoda chahiye? Baby Yoda? Chahiye kya? Yoda?
Yeah.
Anyone
I
wants?
know this. I know this. I purchased from you under a shady bridge.
Yeah, it is. So, I mean, I've got a lot of people over here saying, Book of Boba Fett, where can one watch? It's on Hotstar
It's
right
on Disney
now.
Hotstar
Plus
right now. 2
Hotstar,
episodes are out. New episodes drop every Wednesday at 12:30. Also, while we're doing the hygiene of it, Shark Tank new episodes drop Monday to Friday, 9 p.m. on Sony Liv. But again, because I just don't understand why, Sony Liv doesn't just release the episode at 9 p.m. Sony Liv plays it concurrently live with the Sony TV thing. So
We've started. We've gone back. We won't go back to
I don't want
Sony Liv rant.
I don't. But also, yeah, Book of Boba Fett is one of those where absolutely watch it. I would actually maybe wait a week, watch the 3 episodes together because then it'll be.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. So, like, the thing is, right, for the first time today, I found myself, like, suddenly feeling like, wow, there is a massive backlog of content that I need to finish off. But like, you know, like Book of Boba Fett is something where I'm like, you know what, I'll let it come. I'm not seeing any spoilers so far. And please, again, anyone in the league, please, no spoilers. I know there are only 2 episodes out, but please don't. That's something we believe in. No spoilers whatsoever. But yeah, that is something that I will definitely watch. We've got 450 people, 300 likes. That is not a good number. I don't like that at all. You have to.
Not good.
It has to reach
Not
400. Achha,
Smash it.
Yeah, come on, dude. Smash it. You have to smash it, dude. There's no point of you guys being here and watching and enjoying, but not pressing the like. If you don't press the like, what is the point, guys? You're enjoying this. Dabao.
Smash it.
Dabao. Okay. What next shall we discuss? We've discussed Boba Fett. I'll discuss.
So since you know what, since you were feeling bad about like having a backlog, having just missed 2 episodes of Boba Fett, why don't I do you a kindness and let you off the hook and tell you that I have seen only ever in my life the first 5 episodes of the first season of Cobra Kai. So take it away. How is it?
Okay. Alright, Cobra Kai. Now, where do I start? Okay, very simply, I'll put it this way. Cobra Kai came many years ago. It came on YouTube as a YouTube original. When it had first came, great, well done, great. When it had first come, there was...
You had to let the good juice
I had to come out, yeah. I had to come out. It had to come out.
Let the dogs out. Gotta let the dogs out once in a way. Like, just gotta do it.
But when it first came out, there were 2 seasons, season 1 and season 2, and I just kept on being like, I don't know why people are tripping over it. A lot of people are like, amazing. I'm like, dude, I don't see the point of this show. I don't want to watch it. Then I think 2 years ago, I started watching it on Netflix. Okay, and as someone who's seen the Karate Kid movies, right? I've seen 1, 2, 3. I've seen and I enjoyed it when I had seen Karate Kid. I loved, and you know, not the new one. I'm saying the old one where Mr. Miyagi is catching a fly with chopsticks and all that cool stuff.
Of course.
I saw season 1. Then I committed to season 1. And that's the beauty of Cobra Kai, is that if you commit to season 1, season 2 is great. Season 3 for me, the way season 3 has ended, I get goosebumps every time I watch that scene. Every single time I watch that ending sequence. And season 4, I just literally 10 minutes ago I finished. And I have laughed so much. I have enjoyed the... So I'm not going to give any spoilers, but I'll give you Cobra Kai in a very simple gist. If we thought Spider-Man No Way Home was fan service, right? Cobra Kai is longer fan service, right? You're taking characters from the 80s and 90s and you're bringing them back. You're getting villains from the 80s and 90s and you're bringing them back. And in the way that the show is written, it's like almost like if you and I 40 years down the line decided to do like a binge o'clock stream, right? And we flash back to moments like this and you talk about, let's say, our offspring, which is mainly Bagel and Louis or Arya, are sitting and doing like a pet-based binge o'clock, but they give references, you know. It's
No, I know what you mean. Well
done. And the nostalgia and the way the characters are brought back, it's not forced. It's never forced. It never feels like, no, this is highly implausible or no, this sucks. It's just genuinely a very, very nice way to look at everything that happened. And it's a very simple premise. Original Karate Kid movies, there was a good guy, there was a bad guy, there was LaRusso and there was Lawrence. Lawrence was the bad guy, Cobra Kai got punched, everything happened. In the future now, he's like, hey, whatever happened in the past, I want to create my own academy, but you don't let what happened in the past die, right? And through the explaining of all of this, you not only explain old school rivalries, you not only explain how people don't change, you explain how people can potentially grow, how people remain stuck in a certain time frame. And the beauty about this is that there are just two things I'm going to say that I've loved throughout the show is that you realize that there are always two perspectives. Right? And if you see the story from the villain's perspective, the villain that was the villain, you realize he wasn't the villain. From his perspective, he was the hero. And that's what the show tends to explore, that there are two sides to the coin, the yin-yang. There's never going to be one side. It's always going to be a double-sided die. And in the process of balancing this double-sided die, there are kids involved who also form the double-sided die. Genuinely, if you
you're saying it gets better after season 1?
It gets much better. I can tell you this. Cobra Kai is a show that you commit. You have to commit. Season 1 will take a little time for you to get used to. But by the time you're in that world, when you watch season 2, you're like, okay, I'm already invested. When you see season 3, I'm telling you that ending sequence is goosebumps inducing. And I'm telling you now it's just one of the... What a show. What a show. And I was seeing season 4 and they have done such good fan service.
That's
Never
awesome.
at a point of time have I been like, nah, thoda zyada ho gaya. You know?
That's nice.
Thoda zyada ho gaya, or like, And I feel that's what we are going. We are going towards this fan service content zone. Even like Boba Fett is fan service, technically, right?
Of course it is, in a way.
Man, it's all going to become. So please, League, let us know if you have any questions about Cobra Kai. I just have to say one thing. I know this may come off as inappropriate, so I don't know how old. 1 minute. Let me just check, guys, before I continue. 1 minute, huh? Just give me 1 second, guys.
Yeah.
Let me see how... I know this sounds very creepy when I'm saying how old he is.
Yeah, I'm just like, yeah.
No.
Okay.
Okay, 1 second. Okay, 1 second. Let me just clarify, okay? It's very creepy. I'm just trying to say there is one guy in Cobra Kai who is so good looking. Tanner Buchanan. He plays Robbie.
Let's find out.
Dude, this dude is damn good looking, man. You can't be this good looking. Every scene, I'm like, dude, and I'm not lusting. I'm just like...
He's 23 years old.
Yeah, I know. Again, I'm not lusting. I'm just like, how are you so good looking? Like, he has fucking...
I'm looking at him. He is very good looking.
Dude, he's very good looking. He has got such a Kadak jawline and obviously it's very Salmani because every episode they tell him to obviously remove his clothes because he has abs. And man, I remember when Robbie first came in Cobra Kai, I was like, okay, interesting character. But as he built up, I'm like, dude, this dude is getting hotter and hotter. What is happening? This show is blowing my mind. Anyway, sorry guys. I had to just let it out of my system.
No, so I'm gonna do this. I'm going to watch this show. I am going to make it through season 1.
Please.
And I'm gonna commit and I'm gonna watch this show.
I would say even if you don't want to if you want to skip and watch fast, which doesn't make sense because you'll not understand the intermingling relationships that they build. But that season 3 ending for me, and I will also ask the League, if anyone over here has seen Cobra Kai without giving any spoilers, please do not give spoilers. Did you think season 3's ending of Cobra Kai was just genuinely one of the nicest goosebump inducing sequences ever? Let me know. You can let me know. Dev Gupta's right. It is an absolutely easy binge. Yes, Robbie does look like Cole Sprouse, but he's like a really muscular Cole Sprouse. Yes, for sure. Thank you guys. Thank you for the support. While y'all are saying yes, I'll quickly read out 2 super chats that I missed out. Samarpan Panchal said, HP reunion ignored Michael and Robert. What about that? I will talk about that. And Tintin the reporter said, Binge o'clock is tight. I get that reference. Tight. Great ending. Yes, season 3. And yeah, season 4 also fantastic. Season 4 is very bingeable. When we say when we use the word binge, right? Binge has, and this is going to be the last segment. I'll talk about Cobra Kai, but binge is a very interesting word, because binge is one of those things where you say, yeah, I'm binging it, but you tend to just watch one episode and you're like, bas ho gaya, or 2 episodes. Cobra Kai at a nice 40-minute length is one of those shows where you just keep watching and you're like, whoa, oh, okay, I'm done. I finished it off. Not a bad, not a fun show. I mean, not a bad idea. This was a fun show.
Oh, nice.
So yes, that is those are the 3 recommendations we have. Okay. I'm going to talk about one last record that people are talking about, and then we will come. Have you seen the Harry Potter reunion?
I have not, and that's but for a very simple reason.
And neither have I. Just clarifying to all the people.
I didn't really follow the Harry Potter movies. At all. I didn't. Okay, so they came out. Wait, when? I feel like I have a very.
Have you read the books at least?
Yeah. So exactly that Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone movie. So 2001. So this was around the same time that Lord of the Rings was happening, right? And I very fully fell into that world at the time. And I have read the books. And again, to be clear, I think that they're very good books. I genuinely enjoyed the series. I think that they are one of the most perfect series of children's books ever, in the sense that one of the greatest things it does is that every book grows with its audience, which I think is beautiful. And it's just a lovely, complex way to write. But that said, I know Harry Potter fans in the way that I am a Marvel fan. I know Harry Potter fans, and I know I'm not that. Like, I've read all the books once, and then I've occasionally sort of checked in on the world. I watched the first Fantastic Beasts movie.
Good one. Second one was...
Okay, I really enjoyed the first Fantastic Beasts movie.
Yeah.
But the movies at the time, because I remember I already read the books and sort of the growing complexity, and then the first film genuinely just felt very kiddish to me.
Yeah.
And then I never continued with it. And at the same time, the other thing that has happened is, unlike a lot of other movie fan bases, among my friends at least, the consensus has always been split on whether I should watch the movies or not. Like, where some people are like, totally amazing, totally worth it, and some people are like, they ruined my childhood. So I don't know.
I don't know, why would the movies ruin the childhood? Because you were so into the books and you didn't like the way it was? Because I feel the movies are a fantastic adaptation of the books.
Okay, got it. So you're saying I should watch the movies then?
Yeah, you should. You should.
Okay,
I'm coming from a very different perspective also. I'm coming from a perspective of someone who saw the movies first before he read the books. Would you believe it? I saw the movies. Then I read the books. And I hate doing that because you have a certain image in your mind then while you're, imagining the characters. But I thoroughly enjoyed reading the books also. And I'm a late bloomer. I read the Harry Potter series when I was 22, 23, because I won't explain why.
Yeah, same.
Logic to it, but and I had loved the movies, but when I read the books also, I'm like, dude, this is fun. This is actually...
the books are great. The books are great fun.
A lot of fun.
The books are great fun. They move really fast. She's a very fast-paced writer, and all of those things. So I didn't, but I imagine like League. How was it? Was it fun? Was it good?
There are a lot of reviews. See, I personally, again, and I'm going to say this, and I know it's going to be a hardcore, unpopular opinion, but dude, reunion shows are just cash grabs, yeah. Like the Friends reunion also
was they are.
Such a cash grab. Like I saw the Friends reunion and I'm like, what is this? What is this?
This is the darker side of, basically this is what you're talking about, right? The word you used earlier, this sort of nostalgia and fan service. My worry is that we're getting to this place where the snake is starting to eat its own tail.
Yeah.
Everything is just this. If everything today is just a celebration of things that came out 20 years ago.
What are we
going to celebrate 20 years from now?
Like, I don't get it.
What are we going to celebrate 20 years from now? So it's just, I don't know. Like, in the sense,
it's so bizarre because see, I remember when there was so much hype for the Friends reunion, and no hate on Friends, okay, but like I saw the reunion, nice, it was nice. I'm not saying it wasn't like terrible, but there were so many moments where they're like, hey, you guys remember Ross's parents? Okay, they're sitting here. Ross's parents come, hi.
Literally,
time nahi hamare paas, niklo.
Literally, that's it.
When I saw the Harry Potter reunion, I knew it was happening, and also there are obviously calls for the Office reunion, etc., etc. I was like, oh my god, I'm so excited. Harry Potter reunion will be interesting, and then I saw a few set photos, and yes, I know I'm judging it early. I've not seen the actual reunion, but seeing 3 actors sit on chairs and discuss, man, that was a fun time. I don't think that's something I would want to watch,
Welcome to Binge O'Clock, guys, where 2 people sit on chairs and discuss what was fun. Can we disregard the last 10 seconds of this part? Can we...
Hey, listen. If we are doing a Binge O'Clock rewatch of the previous Binge O'Clock episodes, then I could understand that your point is valid, okay? Here we are having actual conversations about everything. Lots of comments. Reunion was good. It was refreshing. Harry Potter reunion. Deklo. It's a total cash grab, but it's a good reunion. Okay, for sure. Okay, done. We will definitely check out the reunion. A lot of people saying they were crying. It was emotional. Okay. I mean, yeah, I could understand
so
if you've grown up watching it.
Here's a question for the people in the league. Like, they just... So, like, what? You just don't mention J.K. Rowling? Like, is that how it works?
You know, I was waiting for someone to bring it up, you know. I was waiting. It's like, you know how they say, right? You always separate the art from the artist, right? And it's like every day J.K. Rowling's like, hey, good morning. What do you want me to say, huh? What do you want me to say? Huh? Dumbledore? Yeah, okay, let's go. Dumbledore like Baby Yoda. Gun. What else? What do you want me to say? JK is...
It's just... Look, it's just like... And I'm not saying like that in the sense that obviously she said some horribly problematic shit.
She still is.
Like, horribly. And she still says.
She still says. That's the thing.
But now... While this is essentially, let's call it an active shooter situation, how do you, it's like imagine having a Star Wars reunion while George Lucas is just putting photos of his dick on the internet on the side at the same time. Like, and then you just not mention George? Like, we just pretend that that's a thing that's not happening? Like,
I mean...
It's just, I'm thinking I don't know. This is one of those things because I don't have an answer here, right? I do not have an answer.
So they didn't show her. Apparently they only mentioned her sparingly and she's not actually there in person, which is very smart. Because like the legal team foresaw that.
The fact is, this only exists, and this is the concept I have with a friend who brought up a very valid point where, like, unlike a lot of other things that are creative collaborations, endeavors, etc., whatever, this today solely exists because she wrote 7 books. This starts with one person. Right? So how do you... Is that what we do? Do we separate? Do we just keep going? Do we just like sort of go... Do we just ignore the person entirely?
I think that's what people are trying to do, right? It's like, it's almost like... How do I explain it? It's like there was a world that was created, right? And you were happy in that world. Yes, the world had some flaws. The world had some inherent flaws, which were already there, visible up top. But as the years passed by, the flaws kept on adding. I feel collectively everyone is like, as someone said, you know, like as Rohit said, everyone assumes that maybe it's an anonymous writer. You want to erase the person from the world, if that makes sense, right. You know, like it's like... you know, you can't, obviously you can't separate her. Obviously, you know, JK wrote it. Obviously, you know, it came from her. Obviously, you know, she created it. But the more the days go by, the more you're receding into your own happy space in the world and imagining that maybe this is a world. And, this is a fantastic thing. I don't know how to word it. I'll try to word it. She created the world, but we resided in it, if that makes sense. So,
okay.
So, for example, if I have the world of Harry Potter around me as a kid who's grown up watching it, I reside in the world of Harry Potter. So now whether God is a dick or not, you know, if God is a dick, I suddenly realize tomorrow that God is a complete asshole. I'm like, you know what, you created it, go fuck yourself. I enjoy where I am right now and I'm going to just be happy with this and not acknowledge. I may be an atheist, but I enjoy my world. If that literally does make some level of sense. Sorry.
Like, no, that's fair, I guess. Like,
it's very tough,
like
man.
Modi ji ignoring Advani ji today.
Yeah. Exactly. You don't believe in God, but you live in the world that He created. I apologize, guys. This is a long-term conversation. I
don't have an answer. Like, I don't. This is just a conversation. We're leaving it here. We don't have answers. This is a discussion. We don't have answers for everything.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things, though. What do you...
I would just like to say, though, but as someone who has read a lot of fiction, and this is on a very different thing, I can understand why people will want to associate with or want to live or reside in a world like Harry Potter. As a kid,
Of course,
I waited for my
absolutely.
letter, and I'm sure a lot
Of
of you will
course.
agree. And I'm not saying it just for the jokes. I actually did wait for a letter to come, and there was. I remember. I'll tell you this damn funny story. We had seen Logan in IMAX, okay, and there was this kid, this friend of mine, and he told me, "Yeah, so I went to London." I'm like, "Yeah," and then I was like walking around, and then these Dementors were following me. I'm like, "Yeah." He like, "Yeah," and then I saw a shadow, and it was him, and I'm like, "What? You saw him?" "Yeah, I saw him," and I believed him.
That's amazing.
And I died. I was like, I want to go to London. I want to go. Till this date, there is that small little what if. That what if by chance, maybe, just maybe I'm allowed to pass through 934th, like at King's Cross. Maybe it's real. Maybe,
Absolutely.
And I think I'd like to sit with that belief and feel
And I
happy
mean,
sometimes.
I feel like you should absolutely be allowed to, like, in the sense, like, live in that world. Because, like you said, I think part of the residing in it thing is, like, you added to that world.
Of course.
By residing in it.
Of
Right?
course.
Like, and I think you should be allowed to keep your addition, I guess.
And
So-
that is all I would like to say, because this would go into a very existential, deep-rooted conversation, and I know a lot of people would agree or not agree with us, but just trying to be like
It's
very
just a discussion.
Yeah.
It's just a discussion. Yeah.
It's the same thing, man. It's the same thing. I like the world I stay. As Rohit, exactly, Rohit has hit the nail on the head. He has said, "She who must not be named."
It's just, you guys please discuss and
Yeah,
enjoy.
you guys discuss.
And-
Okay. So, those are the offerings that are there right now. A few people have mentioned a few shows and movies. I will discuss that also.
Yes.
But. Few questions for Rohan. Have you seen Matrix?
No, not yet. No, because it came out and then theaters. I don't want to go to theater now.
Yeah.
Half the people I know have Omega. You saw what?
I've not seen.
I don't think we're going to get to see it in theaters now.
I don't think so. We are going to get to see it. It'll come on an OTT, and eventually we are going to watch it. There are a few other also shows that people have mentioned. Someone has mentioned This Is Us. Latest
This Is
season.
Us. Oh, we should. If we're going to discuss This Is Us, we should get Ashish on the show, because he's a huge This Is Us fan.
I've
I
never
haven't
seen
actually
that
seen
show.
This Is Us.
Yeah, even I've never seen.
it
Sorry,
either.
guys. I've heard it's really
I've
nice
never
and
seen.
emotional. So I will definitely check This Is Us. Matrix is apparently already on OTTs. Which OTT league? Please let us know. We'll definitely watch it and
Matrix is
do.
already on OTTs? How?
Yeah, we'll definitely do that. Which OTT is it on? And someone has constantly mentioned the show called Yellowstone. I don't know what Yellowstone is.
Let me Google Yellowstone.
And after that, we are just going to spend 2 minutes to discuss two movies that we have seen right now. One movie that I sort of liked and I want to know Rohan's understanding. And one movie that both of us hated.
Okay.
Matrix is on HBO Max. Okay, cool. Humble politician
HBO Max
Nagraj.
इधर थोड़ी ना मिलता है लेकिन.
Yellowstone is like Succession. ठीक है, देख लेंगे
Got
दोस्तों. 526 people watching, 486 likes. Fuck yeah, dude. Well done.
Not
Again,
okay.
दबाओ. 600 होना चाहिए. Come on, 600 होना चाहिए.
होना ही चाहिए.
And उसके पहले जल्दी से सुपर चैट्स रीड करते हैं. विश्वनाथ आयर, welcome to the Watana Republic. Welcome Vishwanath.
Welcome.
Kushal Nasir, thoughts on Hellbound? It's a Korean drama. I have still not seen Hellbound. I will.
I started
definitely
watching.
watch
I
it.
couldn't get through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I could not.
Oh no.
Alas.
Oh no. Okay, I will definitely check out Hellbound and let you guys know what I thought about it. Bharat Aswal said JK was part of the reunion. 2019 interviews were there. No recent interviews. Yes, makes sense. And any other super chats that I may have missed, apologies guys. I will just quickly check. Tintin
Shozen Toguchi is the best Shozen Toguchi.
That Rohan watched Cobra Kai alone. Have you read a lot
Good.
of HP fan fiction? I find some of them better than canon. Canon has too many plot holes. I have not read the fan fiction, but if you know any good websites where we can check it out, please mention it and I will definitely try to read some.
That sounds cool. That sounds very, very
Utkarsh, where is your super chat? Can you please just write it? I'll read it out because it just went up top in the in the chats. It's gone up. I promise I'm not missing it out. So Utkarsh, just write your chat and I will read it out.
Where it is. I don't see it.
Yeah, even I can't see it. Because I'm copying pasting the super
don't
chats
see it.
as they come. Okay, last two things we will discuss. We already discussed. Have you seen Don't Look Up?
I have seen Don't Look Up.
And what did you think?
I enjoyed it.
I thought
it was a little heavy and all of that, and it's not The Big Short, all right? It's definitely not The Big Short, but I enjoyed the shit out of it. Like, in the sense that also some things now we need to shout at people about. Like there's no time for jokes almost. Like
I
fully
mean,
enjoyed
it was one of those. So, Don't Look Up was one of those movies where I saw it, and then halfway through, I'm like, what is happening? And it just went on and on, but the ending stuck. The ending
Yes.
was
The
one of
middle
the.
section gets very repetitive, but
Yeah.
the ending
And
fully stuck.
it's like, it's just a long, it's just a long period of nonsense happening in the middle,
Yeah.
where really illogical stuff is happening, and I'm like, none of this makes sense, or why is this happening? But that ending was genuinely one of the, like, there are so many times, like, a friend of mine, okay, she works in marine conservation, and she just generally, she is hardcore into conservation, and she keeps on sending me updates and saying this is happening, that is happening, and every time she mentions, there's this general
Yeah, of course. Tired of telling people.
or
Tired of telling people.
what do we
Rajashi has a good point. Nothing is illogical in Don't Look Up. It's all of the world we live in. So if the movie is illogical, our world is illogical, which is not a bad point actually. It's not a bad point.
I mean, our world is illogical. It is like literally now people are putting Don't Look Up memes to things that are happening. Like US Secretary Mike Pence said that something with water levels rising, there will be a lot more jobs for people. And then they cut back to that meme of a screenshot where what Jennifer Lawrence's mother is like, think about the jobs it will bring.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know, man. This movie, even though that's the sad part. The sad part is, despite, again, wrong audience, wrong audience.
Just no, man. Super duper movie. I really enjoyed it.
That line, like, we really had it all. Icing on the cake for every single this thing. So if anyone is interested in watching an erratic comedy, please watch Don't Look Up. Thoroughly good movie. Little bit slow in the middle, but great movie. Tintin said No Way Home greater than Harry Potter Reunion. Okay, Tintin, great. Starting a fight in the chat.
Weird comparison.
Punita said Hellbound first part was very much like India Story. Okay, I don't know what that is. And but we will check it out. I know what is India Story. Okay, but
have you watched The Lost Daughter, by the way?
I have not seen The Lost Daughter.
Check it out. It's on Netflix. Pretty interesting movie.
I will. I've heard a lot about The Lost Daughter.
I'm still one of those movies. I'm still like, Did I really enjoy that? Did I not enjoy it? Very, very, very interesting though.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Lost Daughter will be checked out, and there are 2 trailers that came out for great shows. Afterlife Season 3 is coming out.
Yes.
So I'm very excited to see that. I really feel it's nice to see Ricky Gervais in a totally different avatar, especially playing with our emotions. So I mean, well done. So that is going to be a very, very good show.
David Brent.
Yeah. I mean, it's a complete opposite, like that little emotional David Brent. It was like, you're like, ye kya hai? And Utkarsh de raha tha. Of course, I'm addressing your super chat. Have you seen Peaky Blinders?
No, again, we had this conversation, no?
Remember, I mentioned it that it was a rumor, and then I saw online that it would be a rumor, but Peaky Blinders, apparently, it's obviously Tommy versus Hitler. Yes, people are claiming Rowan Atkinson is going to be Hitler. If he is Hitler, oh my God, yes,
That's
take
just
my
so
money.
Absurd.
But Peaky Blinders is a very interesting show. Thank you so much, Utkarsh, again for the super chat.
I will check it out for sure.
Yeah, I'm divided on that. Like, my brother loves it. I saw season 1, I'm like, wow. Season 2, I'm like, okay, it's the same thing. Season 3, I'm like, dude, what are y'all doing? It's the same. It's that same season.
Yeah.
Just a different sort of. Anyways, I don't want to.
Reskinned. It's just reskinned.
It is reskinned. Every season is reskinned. But I will definitely watch season 6 only for Rowan Atkinson. And especially because anything with Nazis, fuck yeah, dude, I'm very interested. Please, again, that does not come out of context.
You want to rephrase that?
That doesn't come out of context. I am saying a lot of inappropriate shit on this stream.
You want to take a moment to rephrase that?
You know what? I'm just going to get banned eventually. I'll get cancelled. So I apologize. Chitrak saying you have to watch Demon Slayer. I think, is that an anime? That's an anime,
it's
right?
It's an anime on Netflix, yes.
देखा है?
नहीं यार कितना क्या देखेगा मतलब
I know guys, I am genuinely today I was editing and I was like यार खत्म करना है कितना देखेंगे. Dexter New Blood, if you've seen it, big fan of the show. Thank you, Vinith. Have you seen Dexter New Blood also?
No, I have not.
We will definitely watch it. Again,
I will eventually, but Dexter hurt me very hard, so he's very low down in the priority order. Like, it's fine. Like, I ain't listening to Dexter's Hey You Ups just yet. Not yet.
Kushang, thank you for the chat. And Arya, show was great. Love the villain Luca Changretti. Yes, of course. Adrian Brody, respect any day. Alright, now guys, okay, pause. Now we are going to, Cobra Kai is one show that's getting better and better. Haven't show up picking up after a gap of exactly Hardik. 34 years, dude, Rohan. 34
That's
years ka
crazy.
nostalgia. There are actors
crazy.
who were 30, they are 67, they are 70. I see them do karate and I'm like, how is it possible that a 70-year-old is acting and doing karate?
That's crazy. That's fully crazy.
I'm going to like bring up one last thing, guys. Thank you. We have to discuss, and this is something that I have been trying to discuss with Rohan. Rohan, please tell me, what did you think about No Time to Die?
You know what, man? Where are my notes? Where the fuck are my comprehensive notes, dude? What? Why? What? So much? 2 hours 43 minutes for that. 2 hours and 43 minutes of my life for that.
Lots of time to die. Lots of time.
Yeah, lots of time to die. Like lots and lots of time, and just like. At what point did James Bond, for any real length of time in this series, ever actually work for the British government to carry out missions on Her Majesty's behalf, like that actually impacted the world at some point? Look, James Bond is supposed to be fun, all right? That's the number one thing that is supposed to be. You're supposed to, whatever else happens, you are supposed to be entertained. That has been the backbone of this franchise for fucking ever, all right? Throughout it all, the one thing is, the great thing is they have never sort of shied away from the ludicrous. They have never done any of those things. This just like this was the movie that made me realize that I am completely done with gritty reboots of things.
Yeah.
Like completely done with gritty reboots of things, in the sense that, dude, at least the previous movies, all right? Like this guy used to, Russia se kuch problem ho raha tha, North Korea se kuch problem ho raha tha. Dude, the last 3 movies, this guy's just been doing his own personal shit.
Yeah, but I mean, that's what James Bond is, you know. He's got like a license to kill / license for therapy, because he's got a lot of personal
kill
shit.
On behalf of the state, not like the entire point is got license, not like just like, oh, it's like imagine halfway through the 3rd movie he goes, I'm sorry, I need to step out for a personal errand, and for 3 movies that personal errand just doesn't end. That's what this was, and by the end of it, it's just like, man, it's just that villain makes no sense. All right, no sense at all. It's halfway between I want to infect everybody in the world to also where are the buyers, to also come with me child, to also okay go away child, to also just what is,
to also why population.
Just
that's your logic.
What?
There has to be some semblance at least. Na तेरे population
Like,
का plan क्या है? Population done. That's it.
Like just.
And
what are you do? And dude, like the only person who was in any fun in that movie was Ana de Armas. Like she was so good.
Dude.
Like she's on screen for like 10 minutes. And
She killed it.
she's the only person that got the memo that she's supposed to be in a Bond film. And she's just having a good time.
Slick.
Like she's just
looking
having a
good
time.
shooting,
and having a
fighting,
genuinely good time. She's so fun. She's so funny in those 10 minutes. She sparkles, and then she goes away, and then the movie continues, and then it's 2 hours and 33 minutes without her.
That's where I was like, you know, it was very fascinating. It's like, okay, you will meet a new person, Paloma. I'm like, oh my god, I'm excited. She does the fight, they have a shot, and he's like, cool, fun fighting with you, and I'm like, that's it.
Like
that's it. That's all you're going to introduce.
It was like it was a glorified cameo.
And also, I'm very sorry, but having a female Bond, like the, you know, who after all the build up, having a black female Bond, you're like, fuck yeah, dude, finally you're breaking boundaries.
And completely, you set that person up to fail only.
And then she's like, nahi, abhi tu 007 rakh le, nahi hai, fayda nahi hai mujhe.
You set that person up only to like fail, like in the sense.
बहुत pressure है, नहीं करना मुझे, करना ही नहीं है.
It's just, it was so sad. And you know, Ridhima, you're like, no time to have mindless action, nothing more, not supposed to make sense. Then entertain me at least. Entertain me. Let me be entertained.
You
Let
know,
me be like
a lot of
those
Bond
things.
movies have mindless actions, and a lot of Bond movies have some fantastic scenes, right? Like the Casino Royale, or even if you watch the entire sequence of, which one was the one in Mexico? Was it? It was
Quantum of Solace.
Quantum of Solace's Mexico sequence. Oh my god, it is a one-take sequence. You watch again. I'm again pimping behind
No, one
the
sec.
scenes.
Mexico, the opening sequence. You're talking about the one where the Day of the Dead is happening.
Yes.
Oh,
the
that's
camera
Spectre.
pans.
That's
Yeah,
Inspector.
Spectre.
That's Inspector.
You
That's
have
Inspector.
to see how they've pulled off that sequence. It is a one-take sequence for 5
it's
minutes with the
beautiful. That
camera
sequence
going
is
through the
beautiful.
crowd.
But even that, after that, the movie just goes
Of course. I mean, all
Like,
James Bond
immediately.
movies, if you look at it from a exterior perspective, you're like, ये तो very simple plotline hai. You know, it's like it's a very simple plotline. And I like the fact that the character has evolved from what it was in the Sean Connery age. It has evolved. But the Daniel Craig character has become full Rotlu. You know?
No, exactly, right? It's gone from evolution to growth to, in fact, in another way, one-dimensional only.
Yeah.
And you know what? The thing is, if I wanted to watch sad James Bond, there's a version of it that's much better called the Bond franchise. And they do sad Bond way better. Like, man, like the third one was the Bond Ultimatum. Fuck, one of the greatest movies of all time for my money. Like, one of the greatest spy movies of all time. And man, at least that understands why a sad Bond is sad and just... And it's just...
And clearly, as Tintin also said, if I were to watch a movie which has spy but mental action, I would definitely say Mission Impossible. The entire series is out of every movie they are like the latest one with the Halo jump, which was a real thing. They jumped out of a plane 36 times with a cameraman. You see that, and then I remember I was so excited. I was like, dude, this is James Bond's final movie. Oh my god, all of them are going to be there. Oh my god, Rami Malek is going to be a villain. Yeah. Oh my god, you've got Blofeld, you've got everything.
Perfect. Carry Joji Fukunaga directing and fucking it's going to be crazy.
Intense. And then I saw it and halfway through I'm like, what? And then towards the end I'm like, why? I was so upset.
Oh man, it was just not good. Like I've never been so I was angry physically after it ended. Alright, and I rented it on YouTube, and I was like, I finished it. I'm just glad I rented it and didn't buy it.
You're like, kaga dislike button, smash the dislike button.
Oh man,
dislike that button.
So hard, so fucking bad. So bad. Did not enjoy at all.
Guys, there are, as you've seen, there's a beautiful spectrum of stuff we've covered
Everything.
so far. From the great to the why does this exist?
Straight. Yeah.
So we've given you some good recommendations. Please watch. If you get the chance to watch No Time to Die, don't.
Yes,
don't.
Yes, please don't.
There are
time for something else instead.
Yeah. There are much better things to watch. Kushang said, please watch Mythic Crest. Great show. I've seen season 1. Need to watch season 2. Tintin.
Oh, season 2 is great.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, done. Season 2 will be seen. Any other show records for Jan or anything that's coming in Jan you want to watch or that we have to discuss?
Not yet. No.
No, I mean,
we can always discuss it next week.
Yeah.
On the Max Consistent, basically. Yeah.
I am excited, dude. I am very excited. Now I want to do those special celebration streams. Episode 20, celebration and all of that.
Full on.
Attack on Titan.
Oh yeah,
Part 2's coming on 9th Jan.
Correct. That's now.
Bro, that's what our next one's gonna be.
Done.
It's gonna be Attack on Titan.
Only one episode will come, right?
Whole season or just one episode? Please tell me whole season.
One episode at a time, right?
No.
It will come one episode at a time, no?
Attack on Titan is one of the... I think I messaged you, Rohan, saying, are you watching it? Please watch.
Oh, dude, I've burned through it.
I have...
I fully burned through it.
Just what a great show. Yeah, if it's coming on 9th and if only one episode at a time. There's a lot of previous stuff about Attack on Titan.
But when it wraps up, because this is the final season, no?
Yeah.
So when it wraps up, we can
Too much excitement. Full on. Abhishek Singh, have you seen the Kapil Sharma Netflix special trailer? I saw 1-2 jokes, but I've not seen the full trailer. We'll definitely check it out. Looks very, very well produced. So
it looks beautifully produced.
Yeah, man. Will be fun.
It was crazy cool.
And it'll be nice because it's not your typical stand-up, right?
Correct.
It's him doing stand-up. It's not got that audience. It's not got Sidhu laughing. So it's going to be in a very different zone. So I'm very excited. 2 more super chats. Bond and Blofeld being brothers was basically Austin Powers, Dr. Evil. Yes, it was, Tintin. Yes,
that's
it
literally
was.
What it was.
Dude,
that's literally and exactly what it was.
Killing it. You're killing it with the observations today. And Chandrika, sorry, just joined the stream. Loved Harry Potter reunion. Your favorite book and movie from the series. Interesting.
Movies not really seen any of them the first, but favorite book I think is Azkaban.
Yeah. Even the third one, genuinely, even as a book also and as a movie also was fantastic because the way they played around with time travel is just fantastic, you know, like
Nice.
it's very simple. The very simple thing of where you're walking around and then throughout the scene there, you know, you can hear stones being thrown at the window and you don't know who it is
Right.
at Hagrid's cottage, and then you realize you were the person who threw it at yourself. And where does that time loop end? That was very fascinating because that was one of the first few incidents of time travel that I had read or seen.
Right,
So I was like,
right.
wow,
Nice.
this is cool. Time travel, wow, this is so definitely fun. So
And Alfonso Cuarón made it, so
Oh,
the movie
then
was
to-
going to be good.
so then, yeah, so
Matlab-
Prisoner of Azkaban, fantastic. And also, it was the perfect this thing, right? It had got time travel, it had got beautiful sequences. It introduced you to Azkaban, the Dementors, it introduced you to Sirius Black, a character who you're like,
Yeah.
what and what? So genuinely that for me has to be my favorite. League, please let me know what are your favorite movies/shows of the Harry Potter, not movies/shows, movies/books of the Harry Potter series. And yeah, I think we've discussed everything that we had to for Jan. Do you have any other shows or movies that you have to recommend?
No, none. I think, yeah, like somebody pointed out, next week will be Peacemaker and all of those things.
There
where,
is
yeah.
too much coming out. For the first time ever, I am feeling
We are
like
set.
there is a
We are
lot
set. We are
coming
set.
out. Yeah, there is a lot coming out, but there's
We are
also I
fully
need
set.
time. I need time. Jan has
Yeah,
just
full
started.
on.
I'm like, nahi hai time. Time do thoda.
I'm already tired.
I'm actually tired, dude.
Already tired.
I wanted to finish off Cobra Kai. I wanted to at least watch something before this stream. So today, like, Meghna kept on coming in and she's like, why are you still watching Cobra Kai? I'm like, you don't understand. It is commitment, okay? I have to talk about this. But
That's fair. That's why I watched 2 episodes of Boba Fett also.
yeah, I will. That is my next thing, Boba Fett, and then Shark Tank. I'm going to sit and try to finish off more episodes, and that is the
Amazing.
deal. So
Enjoy.
that is everything that we had to watch and discuss for Jan. So yeah. To all the people who are watching 545, fuck yeah, thank you so much for the likes, guys. Dabao. 700 pachne do. Rohan, announcements.
None. Something fun this week for sure. Actually, wait, one. Something fun video this week. For which I have to go soon. But yeah, that's about it.
That's why
That's
the
it.
stream is at
Other
8.
than that, please stay home, stay safe.
Yeah, please, guys.
Don't go out, all of those things.
It is a really tough situation right now. So,
It's a
if
hard
you
one.
are infected or if you're sitting at home right now and you're watching this, then massive hugs, socially distant
Yeah.
hugs. It'll be fine. And if you're not, then please stay home, be safe, wash your hands, and just take care of
All of those
yourself.
things.
Yeah, things are just going to be tougher and tougher, but we'll be there. We'll be there
Yes.
for you. We'll be here. And
We will be binging also.
lots of stuff to binge with you guys. Yeah, so just
Yeah.
take care, guys. Take care. No announcements. Just have fun, enjoy, and we shall see you soon. Till next time, as usual, you know the rules. Number one, thank you to everybody who super chatted. Really appreciate. League, you guys are amazing. Week after week, y'all have showed up. Week after
Too
week,
good.
I'm seeing the numbers grow. You know,
Too
like
good.
from like we started off with 100 people, and now we are at least 500 people every stream, and it's going to keep growing. So thank
That's
you so
awesome.
much. We have really fun stuff planned for 2022. I don't know what it is, but I like saying we have
But
fun
yeah,
stuff
exactly.
planned.
We have fun stuff planned.
As Devesh clearly said, join Rohan's Discord and join my
I think that
Discord,
link
but
is
join the
expired, though.
Discord.
First, I need to join my Discord. Man, I'm almost like going to my Discord is going to be like going to Hill House.
Yeah, like good.
Right. Like after a long, I have to go and I have to like clean house. I haven't been like
Okay.
for ages. So first I need to go to Hill House and deal with my demons, and then I will invite people to Hill House once I'm done with my demons.
Done.
So that's how it works.
Done. Thank you to everybody who was here. Thank you to Devesh, Gitar. Thank you so much to all our. I mean, we have a few regulars, but Newt and
Yes.
Pokraj are obviously our regulars, and also Reva. I'm sorry if I missed out any names. We will definitely keep a track of the best members of the league. And shout out to Anmol and Daily Chai Latte. Y'all have to message me. You guys are the
Muffat
Muffatlals of the
week.
month.
Of the
Week?
month only.
month हो
Week,
गया
month.
अच्छा चल
month.
मफलाल्स ऑफ द वीक माओ नो
Muffatlals
मॉम
of the week.
मॉम
Wow,
साउंड्स
shit.
कूल
Month,
अच्छा देख
month,
लेंगे
week. Fortnite, compromise.
Fortnite
The
मॉफ
Muffatlals of the fortnight.
Yeah, you're
Until
right.
we decide whether this is a monthly thing or a weekly thing. Congratulations on being the Muffatlals of the fortnight. We're still working it out.
we are figuring it
Still
out
working it
but
out.
y'all are Muffatlals, so just remember that, okay? So on that note, thank you so much for watching, and we shall see you very very soon. Till next time, bye bye.
Yes.
And now
Yes.
time for ending music as usual. Bye.
Ending time.